Whether you're going to brunch with the girlies or a date with your man, this is your girly yet grown Galentine's look. She's beginner friendly and fits everything you got on the agenda today. Now, for the sake of time, we went ahead and did brows and base off camera. First things first, we're gonna sculpt that face. And I absolutely love the brand LYS. Not only is it Black woman owned, but each product carries a message of upliftment and encouragement for its wearer. And before we go any further, what's up, my girl? My name is Ja. Do me a favor, be sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel. It's fairly new. I appreciate you. Now, it's my personal preference to contour first. I feel like it gives a good guide to where your placement is going to be on your face. Look at the before and after. You always want to brush upwards and against the flow of gravity so we're not dragging that skin down. Do y'all see the slow toasted look? Yeah, that was the goal. I did receive this makeup brush set as a gift for my mom, so it will not be linked below, but you know it will be. This Tarte tape shape, I am in love. With a raised brow, you want to start from the center of the brow and go down, and then turn your brush around and go the opposite way. The trick here is to master your hand placement. If you can twist your arm from one angle to the next, then you should be good money with this part, okay? Go over it 2 or 3 times just so that you can get the maximum coverage. I do go a little lighter towards the front of my brow because when I bring that contour up, I don't want it to mix and disrupt too much. Repeat the same steps on the other brow. Remember, you do not have to get it perfect the first time. As long as you are not taking away from your brows, you're okay, sis. I do go in for the front of the brows, but I'm not doing as much coverage. Again, a little lighter. Then I line my nose and then the top of the brow. Same thing, whenever you're concealing your brows, you always want to do it with a raised brow if you want to arch. Me, I like an arch. You could do it straight or regular if you want, but I'm going for the arch every time. I use the same application method with the tail end of my brows being lined first, followed by the front part of my brows. I feel like this gives me even brows every time because I get to line them up and I'm not, again, taking away from my brows, which is essential here if you like thick brows like me. I drag that concealer up into my forehead. Then I set it with some setting spray, and using the same brush I used to apply my foundation, I blend along the harsh lines. You see the before and after? Butter. Okay, next I'm taking that same contour brush and I'm redefining my contour lines underneath my brows. Then up into my hairline. Again, we're going upward strokes so that way we're defying gravity and not going with gravity. Then I switched to my foundation brush to blend out the concealer that was on my nose, and I'm setting it with some Laura Mercier translucent setting powder pretty much everywhere where I put liquid, just so that we can prevent any creasing or folding. This Juvia's Place palette is a little aged, so I'm gonna just put in a picture for y'all to see what color I'm using. I'm using my optical bone as a guide right here, and I'm just filling it in. From the same palette, I'm going in with the hot pink, and right under my optical bone, I'm packing it in. I really want to get it as pigmented as possible because I'm later going to blend it into the above my optical bone area. As you can see here, with a different and more fluffy brush, I'm just going in small circles to give it a smooth blend instead of such a blunt and harsh line of separation. I'm gonna really work that in until my satisfaction. I want it to look like a seamless transition instead of one color. So yeah, just use your judgment for this part. And we're back on a Shape Tape train. I'm going in with a more light shade of the Tarte Shape Tape. Now let's throw it back to 2016 with the cut crease method. After applying the concealer, you want to look up to get that guideline. After you get your guideline, you're going to fill in the area. Next, we're going in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam Palette, and I'm going to pack her in. You can really tell the difference between a concealer and a soft glam shadow. Now with the same fluffy brush, I'm going to blend in that line for a seamless transition. And this step you can really skip. I'm going in with a slightly darker shade to give it a little more dimension and character on the end of that eyeshadow look. This is a safe place, right? Don't judge me, but this eyeshadow I stole from my mom's makeup kit, so I don't know nothing about it except for it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to apply it to the front of my eyelid, closest to my inner tear duct and nose, just for a little razzle dazzle. And look at how beautiful it is. Using my lighter shade of Shape Tape, I'm going to give myself a prime for this eyeshadow that I'm about to pack in on this lash line to give it more vibrancy and just make it all around pop more and stand out. I just absolutely love a good colored line. Is it just me? Drop it in the comments below if you like a black line or a color line. Sometimes we can get snazzy and do both. Now, applying mascara at this point is not necessary, but the eyeshadow on my lashes was driving me crazy. Ever since I turned 30, my right eye waters so easily. I'm gonna find out why and a way around it. So make sure y'all stick around for that hack. I really regretted doing this black liner once it was all said and done, so feel free to skip this step. Brightening that under eye can be a little intimidating, but this Tarte Shape Tape wand makes it so much more satisfying. After setting down a concealer, I'm going to do a different task, something small, just to give the concealer some time to warm up and dry on the face a little bit. Then I'm going to take a damp beauty blender and blend in the darker shade first, followed by using the back end of that beauty blender in a mousse or liquid blush and applying the blush high up on the cheekbones. Make sure you go in upwards motions as always. Because the lightest concealer has been sitting for a while, we're going to spray it with some setting spray to loosen it up a little bit before blending it out with that same beauty blender, so that we're not having to get a new damp beauty blender. Next, we're going to go in with that same bright eyeshadow right under the eye. I really want my eyes to have like a pink halo look, so that's why we're putting it above the lash line and right under it as well. And it gives it a little more drama. Next, we're spinning the block on that Tarte Macaroon Dual Blush in the shade Strawberry. And no look is complete without redefining your favorite beauty marks, right? I mean, am I right? Now, using that same damp beauty blender on the side where I use for the lightest concealer, I'm going to dab it on my lips, blend that white cast around my mouth using the same brush I use to apply my foundation. Fun fact, lips is my least favorite part of the process, and I think that's simply because I have not found lip products that I absolutely love yet. A good liner will change my whole world, and I'm on a market for one, so if you know a really good liner, please recommend it in the comments below. And as for the lip cream, I'm gonna stick beside my tried and true NYX lip cream Stockholm. Another part of the problem is I get kind of lazy. Putting a thin layer of concealer on my lips before applying this lip cream and now this lip gloss would have done my lip combo wonders. Now to seal the deal, we're going in with the Tear setting spray. And last but not least, lashes. I'm using these lashes that I got in a wig as like a gift. You know, sometimes you'll get like little trinkets in your wig set. I got this, it's like a page of lashes, and I got it from, I forget, but yeah, it's just some regular lashes. And I really want that white to pop, so I'm going back in as a finishing touch and reapplying that white eyeliner to my bottoms. And then I'm hitting it with some black mascara for the bottom lashes to give them a little extension and volume. And voila! Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure y'all subscribe and stick around for the next look.